right. And what is up? And welcome back. How are we doing? How are we doing? Anyone here excited for season 9 of the finals? I know I am. I know I specifically am excited for that. So much so that we are actually going to start off the stream a whole lot differently. And we're going to start off the stream checking out season 9. How about that?
Season 9 is called Dragon Rising, and it's one of our most ambitious themes to date. It's inspired by China's ancient past and its cutting-edge future, all brought together in a way that feels distinctly like the finals. Let's go through some of the key highlights of the season, starting with seasonal content and arenas. You'll see the inspiration of the theme throughout the Battle Pass, where we've drawn from Chinese.
I just want to say, I just hold on. I just want to say that also as much as I love you, Auto, you gotta chill on that. All right. I just want to say, um, this skin, I'm probably gonna cook something devious with this skin. Wait, is this an invisible person? Bro, bruh. Nobody pointed this out. Nobody pointed this out. Are you saying we can have an invisible bruh? There's an invisible body paint in season 9. There's an invisible body paint in season 9 and nobody's talking about it. How dare you?
Where we've drawn from Chinese history, folklore, the zodiac, legendary figures, and the bold aesthetics of modern China, creating new contestant looks, weapon skins and gear that blend heritage with a futuristic edge. To bring the theme fully to life, we've built an entirely new map for our arena, Fangwai City.
Look up the city in China. Look up if you don't know if you don't want to risk butchering the spelling, just look up Cyberpunk City in China. And they literally just made Chunky in the finals. Like they call it something different, but it's essentially Chunky.
It's our take on a Chinese megacity, combining influences from across the country into one place. In it, you'll find towering skyscrapers, riverfront vistas, lush temples and gardens, and dense urban blocks. The map is divided into clear, distinct zones to make navigation easier, especially for new players, with strong visual transitions and solid structures guiding the flow of play.
Man, this looks
Dragon
so
Rising
pretty.
is our way of celebrating the stories, the scale, and the spirit of China, and bringing that energy into the world of the finals. Next up is something we're incredibly excited about, a brand new core mode for the finals. It's
Now
big,
this,
it's chaotic, it's directional.
so I already know the reason they're doing this is because they're smart. Okay, let me say this about Embark. Let me make this very clear about Embark. All right, Embark enjoys playing 8D chess. Okay, I have figured that out about them. They enjoy playing 8D chess. And what do I mean by this? Pay attention to this game mode and then tell me what game did EA just drop? And then from the devs of that game themselves, they said we had to look at the people's original work before us and we landed on just paying homage to them. AKA they had to pay homage to Embark. Now pay attention to this mode.
And it brings an entirely different rhythm to the game. We call it Point Break. Point Break is an 8 versus 8 mode.
I think you know where this is going.
In an asymmetric challenge, with one team attacking and the other defending, fighting in waves and pushing the front line of the battle forward by fulfilling objectives in phases. This is large-scale, objective-driven action in a casual mode. The front line gets pushed forward across the map when attackers destroy objectives. Defenders dig in, hold the line, and try to shut them down. It's fast.
We literally have Rush in the finals before GTA 6. I just want you to think about that. We have Rush and domination in the finals before GTA 6. Just think about
It's
that.
messy, it's strategic, and it feels like you're part of a huge battle unfolding around you. This is a mode where you always know where the fight is, where the action is headed, and what your team needs from you. It's competitive without the pressure of smaller modes, and it gives players room to experiment, navigate, and choose how they want to contribute. Expect explosions, momentum shifts, desperate last stands, full team pushes, all of it happening across massive, evolving front lines. This is Point Break, a new way to play the finals, and one of the biggest additions of Season 9.
So, whenever I come home from work now, if I'm just too tired to actually play Cash Out, I don't want to spoil it.
Next, let's talk about the World Tour. We've taken everything players loved about it, reimagined its structure, and brought all of it together in one place. Instead of a distinctive game mode, World Tour now includes all modes and represents your journey as a contestant in a season of the finals. In the new
So, as you can see, as I was saying, if I'm tired, this screen right here perfectly dictates everything you need to see. We have So up top is cash out. Above cash out is ranked. And then underneath cash out, because it's World Tour cash out, is quick cash. Underneath quick cash is point break. Underneath point break is power shift. And although I think these need to be like changed, because I think like the level of severity should start to go down. So I think power shift and point break, personally, just a tiny little change, but I think power shift and point break should be at the bottom, considering that they're the two like team heavy game modes. Just a little thought. Also a little extra, but we haven't gotten there yet. But I will share my thoughts on it because I do see some problems that when they discuss it a little further, I do see some potential problems within the matchmaking for World Tour. That is. So we will get to that, and then I will just give my little 2 cents.
New World Tour, every mode contributes to your journey. No matter what you choose to play, you're progressing your badge, earning rewards, and moving forward throughout the season. It's flexible, it's unified, and it adapts to whatever style of play you enjoy. We're also introducing a new map view that shows the full seasonal path. This includes events, LTMs, and everything happening throughout the season laid out clearly, so you always know what's coming next. And sponsors have been redesigned as well. You can now sign with any sponsor you like, whenever you like, and change them on the fly. No more being locked in. It's all about giving you freedom, choice, and a reason to mix things up. We'll also be adding new loyalty tracks for generous official.
So before we get too far, to just harken back to the World Tour aspect of things, is I hope that they do consider just locking like the better cosmetics to cash out, so that way like cash out lobbies aren't just filled with sweats in World Tour, and people have an actual reason to play cash out and not just the new mode or no life TDM. Although it will help to separate the smooth brains from the final players. I, personally hope that they have considered that much. Also, I will be, signing with Aspuz this season as they are a returning sponsor. So, other than that, let's continue.
Sponsors of Season 9, Volpi and Ospius. These changes are coming to you at the start of Season 9, and we hope they will add depth and cohesion to your gameplay experience and your journey as a contestant in the finals. Simple, flexible, and built around how players actually want to play. Now, let's talk about Ranked. Ranked still has its own progression path, but now it also feeds into World Tour and the overall journey as well. No matter which path you prefer, competitive or casual, your time in the game always moves you forward. We hope this creates a much smoother connection between these two experiences. We're also updating the RS system, where we've adjusted how RS is calculated in Ranked to make matches feel fairer, more stable, and more reflective of actual performance. The goal is simple: a ranking system that feels competitive but also trustworthy. And finally, rewards. Both Ranked and
Which means my biggest guess to the ranked score system or RS is my biggest guess is they're taking into account more of the things you are doing in the match. So that way, like if you are solo queuing and say you're a more defensive style player, you'll probably be paired with people who play similar to you, both like against and with you. Versus like if you're a more aggressive style player. And I'm not going to say it's going to be 100%. It definitely won't be, but it probably will be a tad bit better than currently what we have. Because what we have right now isn't bad, but it's not that great. So let's continue.
the World Tour now feed into a unified reward structure. As you rank up, you earn reward coins, and at the end of the season, you decide what to spend them on. Instead of the game choosing for you, you pick the rewards that matter the most to you. But don't worry, they'll be visually distinct from past rewards, which will never be obtainable again. This is a more flexible, more transparent way to progress, and a better reflection of the work you put in all season. We hope you'll like these changes and the freedom of choice that comes with them. Season 9 also brings a wide set of system and balance updates across the game. A lot of these changes come directly from player feedback, and they're aimed at making combat feel more reliable, more expressive, and more strategic. A few key updates include the Dome Shield and Mesh Shield now block the Winch Claw, providing clearer
Finally,
We've improved
personally, I think it was like a technical. A part of me thinks they intended it to be that way, but also a part of me thinks maybe it was a technical thing causing it. I don't know. That the winch claw thing is like super weird, you know? So it's just kind of like, huh, you know.
the accuracy of the KS-23, giving it a more similar feel to the BFR Titan. And we've decreased the tactical reload animation of the model to improve its responsiveness, among many other things. Customization is also getting a boost. You can now randomize your favorite skins, and we've improved previous.
Okay, you can randomize your skins currently. You cannot randomize your favorite skins. Keyword, favorite skins. Keyword, favorite skins.
For stickers, sprays, borders, and player cards. We're also adding customization options to the in-game
Finally.
tablet, letting you make even more of the experience feel like your own. For cash out, we're introducing a new system called Double Jeopardy, which adds a fresh layer of strategy to how teams approach objective play. Doubling a cash out is still possible, but now it's a high stakes event where the team that starts the double risks losing some of their cash if you don't finish the job. It turns doubles into dramatic do or die moments with real consequences. We're expanding privacy options as well, giving players more control over how they appear and how they interact with others.
I just want to point out they still refuse to give Grapple 2 charges. They and in that clip, I guarantee you that Grapple player died. I guarantee you he died.
In the game. It's something many players have asked for, and we're happy to deliver it. You can now also invite party members directly from your clubs, making it easier to bring your community into matches without jumping through menus. And finally, we've made a series of performance optimizations across the game. Some of this work comes from supporting the new 8v8 mode, and some of it is focused on individual maps like Kyoto.
Finally.
Altogether, these improvements should mean smoother matches across the board. Season 9 isn't just new content, it's a stronger, more flexible version of the finals from top to bottom. Finally, we have USPs and gameplay systems where we're continuing to expand our smooth destruction system across the game. For Season 9, Monaco now has full smooth destruction across almost all buildings, and Fangwai City.
And I just want to point this out, right? Okay. Just to harken back on the 8v8 mode and how it's essentially just rush slash conquest. Right? The destruction, this is what they wanted to do with Battlefield, okay? So for anybody who clicks on this video and is still on the fence about trying the finals or trying Arc Raiders and is wondering what is all the hype about this new game studio Embark, I'll keep this brief, right? They created every Battlefield game that was considered good. Okay? They slash Rob, the head developer, are so like pivotal to games, right? That the creation of Battlefield 6, according to the Battlefield 6 devs, they literally had to just recreate Battlefield 3 and 4 because they didn't know what to do. And guess who made Battlefield 3 and 4? Now look at this destruction. Because Battlefield does not have this.
Will ship with it from day one. We're rolling this out map by map, so not every arena will have it at launch, but the experience will grow over time. With this system, collapsing buildings have real knock-on effects. As they break into each other, they change the layout as they fall and open up.
You do not have this much of a dynamic destruction interaction between the world and the player in Battlefield. It does not get this deep in Battlefield. I want to make this painfully, painfully clear to people who are still trying to say that the finals is not good, it's dying, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm showing you why people like myself turn on their PC, turn on their Xbox, turn on their PlayStation. I'm pretty sure in the next few years probably will be a motherfucking Switch 2. This is why we hop on and instead of going Marvel Rivals and then I'm going to complain for 6 hours after I play one match, instead of going Apex, I'm going to complain for 12 hours after playing one match. We get on this game and we get to have things like this. I'm making that very clear. I'm not even trying to talk down on those games, but you know why you hop on that game and then you complain right after you get off of that game. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know why you do it. And then you understand why we come to this game and we're just kind of like nerf the light. And that's it. That's all we say whenever, like, anybody who plays the finals usually says it. Unless they main light, then that person is saying nerf heavy. But that's all you ever hear finals players say outside of their gaming community spheres. Do you get what I'm saying? Am I making this clear to anyone who's curious about Embark games?
New play spaces as structures shift and collide. We've also made several visual improvements where smaller objects now stay attached to collapsing structures more reliably, which not only looks better but also improves performance. And we're updating destruction effects so they better reflect the actual material and shape of what's being destroyed. Walls, floors, concrete, glass, it all feels more physical, more grounded, and more satisfying. For our instant replay feature, we're adding an opt-in, opt-out option that gives players more control over when replays appear and how they want to experience match highlights. The goal is flexibility and clarity for players who want more choice and ties into our universal goal of respecting players' time. All of this and more is coming in Season 9. It's the start of Year 3 of the finals, and an epic first chapter in what will prove to be our biggest year yet. We can't wait to let you in on December 10th. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Come join us for Season 9 and Dragon Rising, and we'll see you in the arena.
So, my closing, just excitement on this, not even thoughts. Shout out to Team Nightmare for winning the game. Um, that was no surprise to me. Team Nightmare was playing to win that entire time. They were not playing to kill farm. And that was very obvious. That was very, very obvious. They were definitely playing for the dub because every other team was kind of like caught kill racing at awkward points because of Team Nightmare. So that was very interesting because like they made a lot of just good decisions. So now with the changes to cash out, I'm interested to see because now Double Jeopardy is interesting and you're going to have a lot of end game Double Jeopardies or maybe mid game Double Jeopardies or maybe early game Double Jeopardies, who knows. Um but what I do know is that they are definitely leaning more into the game show side of the finals, which is good because you have to understand that the finals is just more than a shooting game. The finals is a dynamic like multiplayer action game. You really can just remove shooter out of the title of the finals and just put action multiplayer because it truly is more of a action multiplayer, a dynamic action multiplayer game than it is a shooter. Like it just is at the end of the day. The way the destruction happens, the way that there's no set classes. You essentially create your own class every time you log in. The way that you can customize your character like down to insane details with certain cosmetic pieces. Um, you know, which again, I do think that the finals, considering that they have people like I was saying before, like Co Carnage and Maximilian Dude checking out Arc Raiders, I think with Maximilian Dude feeling a little like I can't play Arc, he can play Arc Raiders. Y'all need to let him know he can play Arc Raiders. It's fine if he wants to play that way. It is completely fine. The devs actually, I think, would be more inclined to sponsor him if he like didn't if I know it's a mental confliction with Max, which is kind of weird. It's not even like a his like talent agency thing and that kind of it's not even that. It's literally like I can tell that that's like personally how he feels is like it might fuck him. It won't, Max. Let me just make that clear. It won't. You can, but someone should tell him that the finals has a scorpion hook. I think he would be more inclined to play the finals then. Like if he doesn't want to feel bad every time he shoots someone in the face in Arc Raiders, tell him to play the finals. Like what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? All right. Anyway, nerds, we got some video games to play.